Think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in that.
Alright, today we got a new body Silverado, and it's got the 7 and 9 FTS. I think it's set at 9 right now, but we're gonna be putting in the old upper control arms from Big Red in. So these have been just sitting around since I took them off, and they ain't really been getting shit done with them. So decided to go ahead and sell them, put them to good use, and I'm about to be installing it on this right now. So it shouldn't be too hard, nothing too major. I'm just gonna have to be watching out for the actual wheel light harness and shit like that, and the actual wheel light ring so I don't bend it. But he actually got a decent set of wheel lights, so these are steel. They won't bend as easy as the aluminum ones. So all I gotta do is just unscrew those, get them off the dust shield, and then I should be able to get back here. So now on the new bodies, the only difference between the older generations is you can't get to these camber plates without taking this whole strut out. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just taking the whole strut out, sway bar link out, and then just dropping the upper, so that way I can push the lower down just a little bit, get the strut out of there, and then we should be good to go. All right, so here we are. So I got the old arm out, it's over there. Got the new KSP in here, well, new, used. Basically looks like my old suspension, man. Real shit. Makes me miss my Cognito, but yeah, got these in here. Like I said, they were still stiff. This thing should ride 100% better with the whole lift kit and the uppers now. And now he can stack a level, do whatever he wants to do without the harsh angle. Now this is what I was telling y'all about. Now these aren't brand new, like I said, but KSP has some good angles. This is just a FTS sitting at 9, and it's not a bad angle at all. The stud is actually a little stronger, so everything in here works a lot better than just that one being flat. So like I said, man, it's always good to go with aftermarket uppers, especially when you're going with a new lift kit. It just something else to replace, something else that you can just avoid having to fix down the road. All right, so we got this done. It's all installed, everything is tight, ready to go. Just getting the alignment straight. My old uppers going into another red Silverado. I honestly wouldn't want it any other way. This reminds me of whenever I had mine at 6 on the same wheels, same tires. Shit crazy. But yeah, man, about to go ahead and drop this on the ground, make sure everything is clearance right, and then we'll be good to go. I'll pull it out, let y'all see what it looks like in the sun, and then get you a full frame of what it looks like as far as the truck goes, and then that's it. So let's get it. All right, she's all done and ready to go. Got her sitting beside Big Red, and that's it, man. That is it. I'll give y'all a quick little walk around real quick. Uppers in, everything good. That's a sight to see. All right, today we got a 14 to 16 Silverado, and we're gonna be throwing on the new generation or the upgraded rough country 7-inch. Everything's back here, and we're gonna be also throwing on a tailgate light. So gonna be knocking that out over the next couple days. This kit does require the rack and pinion to be moved, and also has like an extra mount with a heim joint that I have to connect and shit. It's got upper control arm drops and shit, so it's a updated version of their kit for the new bodies. So I guess they just redesigned a couple things and did something different, but either way, we're gonna get it knocked out, and shouldn't be anything that holds us back with the extra steps. Should still get it done in the same amount of time. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this thing ripped apart, get it up in the air, get the lugs broken loose and everything, so that way I can go ahead and get to work. All right, we got it in the air and got it on the jack stands. Wheels are off. So just wanted to show y'all real quick. This is the updated kit. So there's no spindles that come with this kit. It comes with the upper control arm drops, and it has the rack and pinion drops for the tie rods and all that shit, because you're gonna have to change those if you don't use the spindles. So of course, this is a kit that I haven't really installed before. I've never had an experience with the control arm drops. With the new bodies, I know they made them for the OBSs and the round bodies, but this is the first time I've seen them for a new body. If you look at the front of the cross member here, you can see the rack and pinion mounts that will be utilized for putting that up. So I guess the bolt will go through the front, kind of like how well, you can't see it right now, but it's up there, something for it. It's behind that dust shield. All right, so got the front end torn apart. Kind of took me a little while because it was rusted and there was dirt everywhere. So a lot of the bolts, they were kind of getting the rust stuck in there and they were getting tight. So didn't have any PV blaster on me right now. Forgot to grab some while I was out. So gonna have to grab that early in the morning before I get back started. And now that I got it this far, I can go ahead and get everything cut out the way, get the diff dropped, and get pretty much the next steps complete. So pretty much we'll be dropping the diff, rack and pinion, putting all the new brackets and stuff like that in. Then we'll be putting the cross members in, and then after that we should be pretty much building out, and then we'll move on to the back. But we'll try to get as much as I can done in the little time that I have tomorrow, and then we'll pretty much move on and try to get it all finished up Sunday, and then hopefully by then we'll be smooth. I got another truck coming in Sunday. I actually got 2 people that hit me up wanting Sunday, so whoever comes first at this point, I don't care, just whoever pulls up and drops their truck off with the parts ready to go. Kind of gets like this sometimes. I'll have nothing for a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden on the same weekend, like 20 people need to get their shit put on just immediately. So I don't know, it just be weird to me. All right, so this is where I'm gonna call it today. Got a lot of shit done. Like I said, got the diff dropped, got the rack and pinion out of there, and then for this kit you got to cut the bottom of the control arm mounts off. So yeah, it's a bunch of cutting going on, and I already cut the cross member mount, so both these are cut, and all I gotta do is clean them up with the flat disc and then put everything back up. All right, so see, it's a big ass mess, a lot of dirt, a lot of fucking metal shavings and dust and shit. But updating y'all now, this is taking me probably about 4 hours. I ain't even gonna cap. It's a lot of cutting, a lot of drilling, a lot of shit that has to be lined up perfectly. But I got the diff and the rack in here, and I want to show you the Heim joint that they included in the kit. So that's the extended steering shaft. Hold on, let me get some fucking light. All right, so you can see the steering shaft extension right here that got put on. You just put that on, and there's a Heim joint up there, if you can kind of see it. It's up there a little bit, but put that in, and that pretty much dropped the rack and pinion. I connected it to the cross member under here, and everything as far as the diff brackets and shit looks good. So just gotta connect the drive shaft to it, and then we'll be moving on to putting the lowers in and all the other shit as far as the rest of the suspension goes. But here are the control arm drop brackets. You can see them, they're just loose. They came with these little cam lock bolts, so if you don't have the cam pins, I'd recommend getting them if you don't have them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And as you see, these control arm mounts, they connect to the cross member mounts. So everything is locked into place once the lift is put together. The goal is to pretty much have this all done by midnight tonight, because I kind of got pushed behind schedule because of shit that's been going on this weekend. So is what it is. But like I said, this kit, this is the first time I've done this kit, and it's a lot of specifics in this shit. So if you don't have if you're not really mechanically inclined, or you don't really know how to cut shit precisely or just make sure that everything lines up. And if you don't know how to pretty much move around with the rack and pinion and move around with the diff and all that stuff under here, I definitely recommend you get the basic kit, the other kit that you can also buy the upper control arms and the struts that come with this kit with it. I just personally think that that's easier and that's a better kit because this kit is just, I don't know, man. I don't know what they were thinking with this kit. They should have just kept the spindles in it and shit. Another truck out there, got a star on that. That's another 7.5 inch rough country. And then I got a boat that I'm gonna be doing lights and a radio and some other stuff with it. But yeah, man, other than that, man, we just moving and working, man. It's a lot of work with this lift right here. So let's go ahead and get it done and get back to work. Hopefully we can go ahead and get all this shit finished up in the next couple hours and throw it all back together. All right, so got the suspension pretty much all done. Just got to tighten up the axle bolt, and I got the upper control arm bolt kind of loose over here because it's hitting on this bump stop from this kit, so it's not allowing me to kind of take the crowbar and push down on it. It's not secured all the way just because it's sitting on the bump stop, so the stud is just spinning in here. So I tried to put the Allen key in the bottom of it, and then once I turned it, the bitch stripped itself the fuck out. So I'm gonna have to put some tension on it and kind of push it up, and then put some type of motion against it so that way it'll lock it in, and then I can spin it. But the bottom lower control arm bolts and all that shit went in. Just had to give it a little bit of force, but like I said, on this side, same thing, axle bolt and the upper for this. All right, so it's currently 9:44, and finally got it on the ground, man. Finally. So got it all tightened up, everything's good. So just getting the alignment kind of straight. The wheels are a little bit cocked out, but as far as the camber, it's kind of out a little bit, so I guess I adjusted it too much, but you know, fuck it, we'll get it knocked out in the morning. And now I'm going to be moving on to the back, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the rear on jack stands, and then go ahead and get these blocks out and the shocks, and then we should be throwing the new stuff in. It shouldn't take too long, shouldn't take more than an hour hopefully, but there's a lot of rust back there. I've already sprayed it with PB, so it should have been soaking like an hour ago. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get started on it, and then we'll finish up for the night, and it'll be it for this one. All right, so got her all done. She's all complete. 7-inch rough country kit with the control arm drop, so everything looks good. Just took it down the road, and it rides smooth. I got the alignment damn near close to perfect. So, and then everything in the back looks good, so nothing came loose. Everything's good to go. So turned out good, man. It was a difficult ass kit, but you know, weren't that bad once you get going and get past the cutting and all that other shit. But yeah, man, now you can go and get him some wheels and be shitting. So yeah, I guess this will be it for this one. I got a boat to do, I got another new body to do, so got a lot of shit going on. I'm about to pull this truck into the shop now, and I'll be getting on this boat. I got lights, radio, and a whole bunch of shit to put on this boat. So that'll be pretty much it, and then I'll be putting the 7.5 on this. But yeah, man, just working out and having fun out in this bitch, man. Just getting stuff done. So I guess I don't know if I'm gonna put the other truck in the next video. I forgot what I filmed last, but might just put this one in the other video. Fuck it. So we're back in the shop. Got a I think it's like a 07 Silverado. Got the 7.5 rough country laid out. This is pretty much all that comes with this kit for these body styles, unless you go with the upgraded strut. But yeah, right now I am waiting on the wheel lock because I don't have any wheel lock that fits that. All I got is spike lug keys, and they don't even fit over that. So just waiting on that so I can get started. I just hit them up just to let them know, but like I said, can't really do much right now until I get the wheel locks taken off and get it up in the air. So I'm gonna just wait on that and take me a quick break, get me some lunch and shit, and I guess we'll just go on from there. All right, so we starting on the Silverado with the rough country lift. Just wanted to point out some red flags that I've seen already. I don't know who messed with this suspension last, because I know whenever I was fucking with it, all I did was put that level up there on, but it looks like they got an 1 inch level, and I don't know if you can see, but it looks like it's kind of cut in the middle. Like somebody took a cutoff wheel and just grinded the middle of that bitch out. Like they were trying to slide it through or some shit. Look, that leveling kit right there is about to come the fuck out, bro. Like, this shit is not safe. And then the tie rod is disconnected. You can barely turn this fucking spindle, bro. That's how tight this shit is. Guess we'll go ahead and start having some fun with this shit. But yeah, just wanted to show y'all that. Just letting you know now, man. I don't be saying that for no reason. A lot of people don't give a fuck about your shit, so find you somebody that does. All right, so this shit has become a nightmare, as I expected. So here's the fucking janky ass leveling kit that was on here. You're not supposed to cut those little notches out. Like, it's just not what you do. You could tell where I hit it with a chisel just for it to slip out, and that's how easy it was for that bitch to slip out. So yeah, those are fucking garbage now. But ended up getting the axle out. Some more great news. This axle is pretty much beat. It is fucking destroyed. So gonna be letting them know about those. What else? This is a hub from a 14 to 18 because I wasn't able to get this one off. This one right here is stuck on the goddamn spindle because one of the bolts was stripped out, so couldn't do shit with that. I had to cut the lower strut bolts in half because I guess the lock nut that whoever put on, it kept spinning, they stripped it. So I had to, you can see them right there. Had to cut the damn strut bolts in half just to get the fucking strut out. All right, so I wanted to show y'all some of this bullshit that I encounter. A lot of people, they don't show, I guess, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but this is real ugly. So first off, we got this damn sketchy ass shit. I think I showed y'all that in the last clip. That's not safe. And then of course we got the camber bolts backwards. Those are supposed to be turned the other way. If you look up under here a little bit, you see that diff bolt has backed out a shit ton. Well, not a lot, but you can see the diff bolt has backed out, so the damn diff is pretty much leaning forward. It's got a little crack in there up top where it's kind of leaning. You can kind of see through there a little bit. But yeah, this is just this is just getting down to taking everything off. I still ain't got the upper off of this side, but the other side is empty and is ready to go. So all I gotta do is get up under here, get these diff bolts loose, drop the diff, take the harness off, and then take this little rear cross member out too. But yeah, man, this bitch has been a chore, man. I'm gonna have to get new strut bolts. I have to go and buy a new axle because this axle is done. I'm gonna have to just go and get a bunch of little supplies and materials. All right, so we got everything pretty much figured out. So took me a little bit. Then I had to go get the axle from AutoZone, probably about 15 minutes away, but knocked that out real quick. Got that. So I got the diff dropped. I got the drop brackets. I got the harness hooked up, the vent hose, all that shit's good to go. I got the cross members in. Both of them are tight now. And then I got the uppers and lowers put in. The lowers are tight. I got the uppers a little loose until I get the strut in there. But all I gotta do now is just get everything else ready to go. I really ain't got a lot of energy tonight, bro, because I've been doing this shit like almost all week. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is doing like some preparatory little shit. Like I'm gonna go ahead and get that drive shaft put back in. I'm gonna go ahead and get these tie rods cut so that way I can have that out the way, all the cutting. I'm gonna put the struts together so that way they'll be ready for tomorrow. And then as far as the spindles, I want to put those together. So I'm probably end up cutting the dust shields and stuff like that. Go ahead and get all that little extra prep work out the way so that way tomorrow I can just jump in here, get straight to work, and then we ain't got to worry about too much of any cutting and shit like that tomorrow. At the end of the day, we're gonna get it knocked out still. So we moving. We a lot better than last time we picked up the camera. So shit, we chilling now. So all right, hours later, we got the whole suspension put together. Had to use the 1/4" spacer that comes with the kits, but it didn't come with this kit. I had some extras left over that I used, so just threw those on to fit these 20s and 35s. Yeah, 35s. But yeah, got everything situated, got the brake line brackets put in and all that stuff. So we're pretty much done. I got the wheel on this side, so really all I gotta do is get the alignment straight and she'll be good. She's got a little bit of room in there. As you can see, ain't much space in there, but I needed that 1/4" spacer for that. But now I'm gonna just go ahead and get this thing on the ground, let it set, get the alignment straight on it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and PB blast everything in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and get it up in the air. Probably crawl up under there first, loosen up everything, switch out the shocks, and then I'll get it up in the air for the blocks to be removed. Everything on this side is pretty much good to go. You can see the new axle. I ended up getting one from AutoZone, and it was the one that had the little cup on the end. I forgot what they call it, but it ended up being like 21 and 3/32 as far as the length. And I went to try to put it in, and then it just wasn't going all the way through the hub. So took it right back out. I looked up the specifications. They got them for the same truck. They pull up the same. One's cheaper than the other, but you need the one that's 22 and 7/8, because that's the one that fits on these trucks. I don't know like what the fuck the mix up is. They need to let people know like the links, so that way you kind of get the right one, but not a big issue. We got it knocked out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing back rolling, and then get started on the back. All right, so we got her all done. She's ready to be picked up. He should be here in a couple hours. But yeah, it went from a nightmare to everything sorted out, so can't complain about it. So just glad that we got it knocked out, and it's a lot safer now. It's got a brand new axle and shit in there, so hopefully it'll ride a lot better. I got the rear lift knocked out this morning. The shocks were done last night. I just didn't get the GoPro because I was charging it, but yeah, everything is just sitting in there tight, ready to go. So can't complain, man. I'm just like I said, glad to have it done, and we'll be moving on to this damn boat and putting some lights, speakers, radio, bunch of shit in there. So it'll be fun. I probably won't put that on video, but I do have a couple trucks that I will be knocking out next week, so we'll just pick back up on that. And yeah. Oh, and by the way, I probably will not be going to ATI. I got a couple things that came up that I'm gonna probably be trying to do, business plans for the future. So I will not be going to ATI, unfortunately. Last minute cancellation, but it'll be good, man. I'll be back probably next year. I'll probably go for sure, but this year, man, we're gonna have to chill out, man. People got work and stuff like that, man. People can't get off, and I got some other business endeavors to go take care of. So yeah, man, I guess that'll be pretty much it.